This music takes me back. How's it going, people? It's Ghost Try Dragon here, and for today's buried treasure, we're gonna be looking at her story for a few minutes. Um, this game got a lot of awards. I think like 2 years ago or something like that. It was a great game. I played it before like it got really popular, and me and my friends had a great time like trying to figure out the story and everything. It's really good. So I can't promise I'm going to finish the whole story because I don't think I'm going to. I'm just going to show you, how the game works and why I think you should check it out and see if you can figure out what exactly her story is. Here we are. Alright, let's take a look at some things here. Clock here. So let's look at some things around here. Does it read me text here? Technology is the backbone of modern police work. The database is one of our continued efforts to digitize our workflow and which will allow you to work more efficiently. Database contains footage transfer from the existing homicide and serious crime tape archive reports of has been automatically started using our ASR technology. Okay. To retrieve your clip, type in a word into the search field, click search, and the database will return all clips in which the speaker uses the word. To narrow search, use multiple words. If you are working for a printed transcript, you can be more precise. Use inverted commas to search for an exact match against the entire statement. Yes, I was there. To store a clip for later reference, click Add to Session. Also, if you wish to add additional tags of your own to help future searches, please click in the Use Your Tags box and type in desired tags. Okay, and there's a really readme here. Here's the database. I filed a Freedom of Information form to get your guest access. Everything seems to work. They transferred the videos off the original tapes in 1999, and then the Y2K thing hit, and they got mothballed. No one's touched them since. I couldn't find the server with the detectives footage on. Possibly those tapes got damaged with when the old art drives were flooded in 97, but figured this would be enough. Take your time. Okay. If you look real closely, you can see like there's an outline right here of somebody watching it. This is not a horror game, so don't worry, there's no jump scares or anything like that. Database. So this basically tells you how many videos you've found out of all of the ones in the game. And if you look in here, there's a game to play Othello here. So yeah, that's if you want to play Othello. You don't have to do that. That's just there for that. This just tells you that is what the game's about. The Othello game there. Okay, so let's get started. The first word here is murder, so let's search it up. And here we go. Whenever you see the eyeball, that means it's one you haven't seen yet, so let's take a look.
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
Okay.
Yeah, that's me. But February, I mean, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
Interesting.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
So obviously the person looking for is Simon.
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now.
Whoa.
Please. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other, just that. Stories.
So that must be like the last clip right there where it all ends. So the first thing I like you to notice that each one of these things she's wearing a different outfit. So that's interesting. So that means it's just taking place. You have to look at the dates too. So this one it was like June 27th. This one is January 7th. And this one is March. So yeah, those are very important to look at the dates and everything like that. So these are different times she was that she was interviewed. So let's see. Let's find out who this Simon character is. Search Simon, please. There we go.
Simon Smith.
That's his full
He
name.
works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work. Mirror making, feature windows, artistic things. Really beautiful things.
Okay, so he works at a window making thing.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. And border photo. They said a spring photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome. It's the best one I have.
She's wearing a different outfit. There must be supposed to be another interview. Interesting.
It's the Rockington Arms, The Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan.
Mm-hmm.
There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
One of the important things to do in this game when you play it is to have a notebook down so you can write down all the keywords that you can look for, because you're only limited to 6 to 5 entries. So he says 61 entries found, but it's only going to pick the first 5. That's why the reboot was saying, like, you can narrow down the search by having more words and stuff like that. So you want to make sure that you're writing down like all the keywords you're looking for. So like you can write down The Rock, you can write down Rome because they went to Rome, stuff like that. You can write down Simon Smith, his full name, things like that. Write down the fact about his hair. Like these are things you're supposed to search for to help you in your search to find out what's going on here. Keep looking.
Yes, there's an abstract one. No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games, climb the tower, save the princess, that kind of thing.
Interesting.
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident. So what do we do next?
Alright, so let's find out about their trip to Rome, see if there's anything more on that. Nope, Rome only came up with that, so we're good with that. So let's look up The Rock. Bingo, we got 3 more. So this is why I like this game, because it was really fun, like, find out what keywords can help you figure out more of the story.
So, it was Friday evening. We had an argument. He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at The Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come and see you. His parents haven't heard anything either. Oh God, I don't know. I mean, I guess The Rock. You've spoken to everyone there. Someone must have seen where he went. I don't know. So many things could have gone wrong. No one has been in the last few weeks. We had a plumber come in 3-4 weeks ago. Someone Simon knew from The Rock.
So the key thing I'm thinking about for this one is that they said something was about an argument. Bingo. Let's find out about that argument.
No. I think he spoke to Helen. She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure what else he said. He likes Helen. He likes blondes.
Mm.
There's married couple stuff. A stupid argument, nothing specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to.
Mm-hmm.
No. I mean, yes, we have arguments, but he never runs off. He always comes back. We make up. It's always that way.
So why was this one different?
Yes. He left after the argument. It was about 8 o'clock.
That's all we're getting for this one. Maybe you can ask about Helen. Maybe Helen knows more. Nope, we only got 2 on Helen, that's it. Well, he likes blondes. There you go, 3.
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
Interesting.
This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap?
Other person? In a wig? Interesting. And what's this guitar for? A 2-minute clip, holy shit.
You want me to play something? I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay? Probably needs tuning. No, it's okay. How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street. Sisters came walking by the sea. Oh, the wind and the rain. The eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. See, they both had a love for the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain, but he only cared for the youngest one. Oh, the dreadful wind. Oh, the eldest envied her sister fair. Oh, the wind and the rain, with a pretty little face and her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. So she pushed her in and held her down.
Oh shit.
Oh, the wind and the rain watched her as she slowly drowned. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, she floated up and she floated down. Oh, the wind and the rain floated till a ship came by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Out comes the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. Father dear, here swims and swan. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And then it gets really weird, so I think that's a good place to stop.
No! No! Woman, what are you doing? We gotta find the rest of that song. That was really... Oh, by the way, that song's really important, by the way. I'm not gonna tell you why, but it's really important. Wind in the Rain. Fuck yeah! There's the second part. Please, continue the song.
Really? Okay. Here's the rest.
Thank you.
Oh, they laid a body on the dock a fiddle bow of her long hair. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made fiddle pegs of her finger bows. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bows. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle out of her breastbone. Oh, the wind and rain. The sound could pierce her heart of stone. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. But the only tune that the fiddle could play was oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, the only tune that the fiddle could play was oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you.
The second half of that song was a little weirder. The first one was different. But the key word about that song was sisters. Bingo. That's what we're looking for. Sorry about that, guys. Let me replay that. My thing crashed. My thing crashed for a second. Again.
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had.
What?
She knew that instant. The look on his face. She knew.
Whoa. Creepy. Okay, see, that wasn't jump scary, but it was just weird.
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round.
Just let's see about the argument.
I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that.
Whoa. This is deep.
My sister is gone. And she's never coming back.
So, not sure we can gather from that, but yeah, definitely something's interesting there. So what can we gather from one of these clips? Let's look for a keyword here.
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone.
Nope, that's nothing there. Let's see. Okay.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed, and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place.
Interesting.
I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. pulled them open, saw the body.
Whoa.
I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
Wow. Well, that was a little more clear this time. That ghost must have obviously be Simon. So now we officially know Simon is dead. He was in bin bags, so somebody chopped his ass up. What the fuck?
No. The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen. You can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need.
Like Simon.
Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours. No! You're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
What's that all about? Let's find out more about these bin bags. Oh, that's all we're gonna get, huh? Parcel tape? Nope, nothing there. Slut? Why would you call him slut? What's that? Nope. Sex with guys? Oh, there's another one. Hello. This is usually the most important one, this one. Cause it's like we're the game, this is like we're the last day, I guess, of the interview.
No. The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again.
Huh?
I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig.
The wig?
Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs.
What?
Parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD.
Whoa.
When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I found it hard to look sometimes.
Whoa.
We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
Whoa. Holy shit. Let's check out wig. Wig seems to be an important word. I think I'll do one more word after that, and then we'll stop there, and you can figure out the rest from there. Interesting, great story though. I love the story. Whew, wow.
A wig? You mean? But what type of wig?
We know a wig. We know a wig.
No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
Okay, so yeah, she obviously has worn a wig.
This was about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry, the kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought.
Whoa.
I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing, and she tore it off.
Whoa.
Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
Son of a bitch. And the last part I want to check for this this little mini episode is attic, because attic seems to be a really, really big word that's used often as well.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
Interesting.
Yes, I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play up there and make up our own stories.
Alright, these are big important ones, so there's this one. See, when I used to play this back in the day, whenever me and my friends, when we were trying to figure out the story, whenever we saw like one of these, we were so happy. We were like, okay, this is the one she usually tells the most stuff on the last day of our interview.
She recognized me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse. She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
Hmm.
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, and gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
Alrighty. And that's where we'll leave it for now. So that's her story. I play some really good clips so you can get an idea of what the story is about. It's actually really, really good. This is one of those games that doesn't really end. I mean, there's a way to end it when you get at least, I think, like half the database of movies or something like that. The game has the option of ending and you can see the credits, but it technically doesn't end because you can come up with your own story of what you think it is. There's a lot of theories and stuff like that. I highly recommend playing it first before you look up on YouTube like what other people's theories are, because it's like at least 2 or 3 different theories that people come up with, and they're all really, really good. But I highly suggest you play it yourself first so you can come up with your own story, and then once you got that down, look up on YouTube what other people were thinking and see if it matches with yours. But I highly recommend this game. It's really, really good, really fun. It's one of those games where it's nice to have a notebook to write down words you think is important and write down what you think is going on. So definitely check it out if you got the money, and definitely if you got friends to look at it. It's great. So anyway, thanks for joining me, guys, in this episode of Buried Treasure. This is Cooliex the Twilight Dragon, signing off.